just as sure as I'm a banker by day, I'm an author by night. So there are multiple things that you can do with any degree that you earn from UNT, whether it be journalism, business, what have you. You just have to really open your mind and, be open to new ideas in areas that you can expand and grow in. My name is Angela Jones, and I am a graduate of the Mayborn School of Journalism, 1991. I actually started out wanting to major in journalism just because I have always liked to write as a kid, and I knew that UNT had one of the best journalism schools in Texas, in the nation, as a matter of fact. Just going into the journalism school and all of the students that I was able to interact with, I actually learned under Dr. Richard Wells, who is just a great and awesome educator, and just really learned a lot about the writing process itself, about networking, about business writing. And even though I'm not doing that right now in my current field, I still have a little taste of it because I'm also an author. When I graduated in 1991 from UNT, I had these grandiose ideas that I was going to be an award-winning journalist writing for, perhaps the New York Times or even Dallas Morning News. And I did a pivot in a way because I ended up in banking. So I started out at the bank that I'm currently with as a customer service representative on the phone, answering calls for customers, and ended up working my way up into management, into project management, and now I'm a vice president with the company, have been with the company for 26 years. Back in 2015, I published my first book. It's called Path to Peace, A Guide to Managing Life After Losing a Loved One. So it was really inspired by my journey after I suddenly lost my father. And when I say suddenly, he was here. We were celebrating my birthday one weekend, and then a couple of days after that, he was gone. The book ended up taking off. I mean, I didn't expect for it to happen, but just because people weren't really talking at the time about death, about the importance of having a will, about the importance of estate planning, having conversations with your family about what their wishes are if something were to happen to you. So my book took off, went on a 10-city tour my first year out, and ended up being approached by a young gentleman who had a very interesting story, was featured on ESPN 30 for 30, and I ended up ghostwriting his book for him. So 12 books later, I am a ghostwriter, so I also ghostwrite in addition to being a VP at my bank, and I love just the process of telling other people's story and just bringing their experiences and their journeys to life. Having studied journalism at UNT and just learning a variety of different writing styles, everything from writing news stories to feature stories to even fiction articles, freelance work, really helped to kind of mold and shape what I wanted to do. I knew I always wanted to write, and so being with the bank that I'm with now, I didn't start off that way, but eventually as I got into project management, which requires a lot of writing, I was able to utilize those skills and also kind of carry that over into my other work as a freelance writer and an author. Citigroup prides itself on work-life balance, and because of that work-life balance, I'm able to, do my job 8 to 5, 8 to 7, whatever it takes to make sure the job gets done, and then still have that flexibility to where I can do my writing. Writing does not come easy for everybody. I feel like I've been given a gift, and I was able to, have that gift really cultivated while I was at UNT in the journalism department. I think my whole UNT experience has really carried over into my life 25, 30 years later.